Tottenham fans. Tottenham play Doncaster in the League Cup, so I thought I'd do a match review for that. I want to talk about the players that I think we need to rest against Doncaster, the players that we should give a run out to. Also, I'm going to talk about Kulusevski. Apparently, there's a return date for him now that Frank's mentioned in the press conference today. And also, we have a loan player that can play against us. He has permission to play against us for Doncaster in the League Cup, which for me is a very strange scenario, but I'll get into that in the video. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. I'm almost so close now to 3,000 subscribers. 73% of you watching this are still not subscribed. If you regularly watch this, just hit that subscribe button. It is free, I promise you. And hit that like just to get this channel growing even more. Much appreciated. Now, Thomas Frank said he wants to go strong. He wants to put out a strong side. But what does that mean? We could put out a sub-11 side and it would still be a strong side, in my opinion, playing against a League One Doncaster. And that's no disrespect to the League One Doncaster, as it's still going to be a tricky tie. It's one of those banana skin games. But in reality, Spurs should be winning this game, especially at home. So the players that I think need to be rested are Romero, Van de Ven, Porro, Vicario and Kudus. They're the main ones that I think should get a rest, because Van de Ven and Romero have played 3 times in 8 days now. They've played every single game. And those two are the most injury-prone players we've got, almost. And we need to give them a rest and ready for the Premier League game against Wolves on Saturday, because they can't play Doncaster and then go and play Wolves as well and then carry on playing in the Champions League against Bodo away. At some point they need to have a rest, because we can't risk them getting injured again. Kudus has played every single game as well, and he's becoming one of our most important players. So at some point we need to rest him too. We can't afford for him to get an injury. He's basically our only top player playing out on the right, and because we struggle fielding somebody on the left that can make an impact, we don't want to lose the right hand side as well, because it would really affect our forward play. Maybe even Xavi could get a rest, because I know Xavi came on a sub against Brighton, but I'd much rather him play against Wolves and Bodo Glimt than play against Doncaster. Maybe he can have a cameo at the end if we're struggling. Maybe come on and change the game like he did against Brighton, but I don't think he should be starting. Players that we can bring in, Kevin Danso, I think he's a brilliant centre-back. It wouldn't be much of a drop-off if he came in. I think he could handle a League One Doncaster side, that's for sure. I think Dragushin hasn't had any minutes yet, but because I'll get into the injury news in a minute, but I think Dragushin is the only other option. If we were going to rest Van de Ven and Romero, Dragushin and Danso are only recognised centre-backs that we can play, unless we play an under-21 player. And that could be Junai Byfield. But Junai Byfield is 16 years old, but he is a monster of defender already. He's very, very good on the ball. He is first team training at the moment. I've spoken about this guy for the past year already. I've been speaking about him since he was 15. He's coming up to probably 17 soon. He's such a gifted defender. He's big and strong already. His physicality wise, he would fit in perfectly. He's comfortable on the ball. He's good in the air. He's good at linking up play between defence and midfield already. He's obviously 16. He's very, very raw, but you just never know. Maybe Frank might start Junai Byfield. If he did, then wow, that would be absolutely amazing. We've got other players like Dane Scarlett. He could come in for Richarlison, because I'll get into the injury news in a minute, but Scarlett's probably the only option that hasn't been run ragged so far and who isn't injured either. And he's been training with the first team, so why not put Scarlett in there? You got Archie Gray, Odebear, Tell, Jed Spence can come in for Porro, because Porro needs a rest. You can have Spence on one side, Udogie on the other, because Udogie has only just come back and had his first start against Brighton. So you can have Udogie and Spence in there with Dancer and Dragushin. It's still quite a solid defence, to be honest. And put Kinksky in goal. And Kinksky, for me, is a top quality, lots of potential goalkeeper. He could, have a really good game against Doncaster and try and stake a claim to get into the first team, because His distribution is absolutely insane. It's really, really, and it's a massive asset to have as well. So let me get into injury news quickly. And in the press conference, Frank said Mawani and Davis have slight knocks, and Wednesday has come too soon. Mawani got a knock, I think, in the warm-up before the Brighton game, so he didn't get to play, and now he's not going to be playing against Doncaster. So for me, that's a bit... It's insane. Mawani's only missed 2 games of professional football in his whole career. He's come to Spurs, and he's already missed 2 games now. This will be his second game missed already. It's insane. This injury curse we've got here is crazy. 2 other players, Takai and Solanke, are both back in training, but they're both not ready to come back yet. It's a shame because I'm really looking forward to seeing Takai play. He would have played this game as well. He's really comfortable playing on the left side of the defence, so left centre back, and we could have had Dancer at right centre back, and that would have worked really, really well. So that's a massive shame. Solanke needs minutes, so he would have been playing today as well. So it's a shame he can't play. Can't wait for Solanke to come back as well. Another guy we want to mention that could also be playing is Luca Barnett-Williams. Absolutely brilliant player. He's 16 as well. He's ripping it up. I did my last video was speaking a lot about him. I think he scored 6 goals in 6 games. He's got 4 assists on that as well. For playing for the under-21s, by the way, and he's only 16 himself, so he's playing against players that are 4 years and above older than him. And remember, he's a number 10, not a striker, so he scored 6 goals, got 4 assists, and he's a midfielder. So he is ripping it up, and he may even get some minutes. I don't think Byfield and Williams will get a start, but hopefully if we can get like 3 to 4-0 up, we can give them some good minutes, hopefully, because it'd be exciting to watch them play, to be honest, again. How far can Spurs go in this competition? Well, anyone can win this competition. We saw from last year that Crystal Palace won the FA Cup, Newcastle won the League Cup. If you have a good season and you get a bit of luck with the draw, you can go all the way in this competition. And Spurs got to the semi-final last year and went out to Liverpool, who didn't even go on to win it. But Liverpool at the time were a rock solid team, top of the league, winning most games every week, and Spurs just didn't have the squad rotation to compete with them because we had so many injuries. Hopefully this year we don't have as many injuries and we can go on a cup run, and why not? Why can't we win this competition? Spurs can go all the way. It's going to be a lot of luck involved, luck of the draw, luck of injuries, seeing how far we go in the Champions League, how far we go in the FA Cup, and how we're doing in the Premier League, see which games take priority, to be honest. So how's Frank doing with this 2 games per week? Well, he's had 3 games in the space of 8 days, and he's won 2 of them and drawn 1. So he's not doing too bad at all. He's rotating his players really well, in my opinion. When he didn't put Xavi in, a lot of Spurs fans were moaning that he should have been starting from beginning. But then if Xavi played and he got injured, they would have said he's overplaying him. So you can't really win. I think he's doing the right thing. I think he's rotating players really, really well. He took Spence out of the team again and put Udogie in. So Spence has got a rest as well. He took Sarr out. Sarr's got a rest. So I think he's doing really well with the rotation. And so far, so good. We haven't lost a game just yet. There's a Kulusevski return date, sort of. In the press conference, he said he should be back before the end of the year. And if he's back before the end of the year, that would be great. I'd love to see Kulusevski playing in a system, in a Frank system. That would be absolutely brilliant. But we have to wait and see. So there's a curious case of one of our loan players playing for Doncaster. He's got permission to play against us. So Ajayi can play for Doncaster against Spurs. For me, this is going to be this could be really dodgy. Like this could be weird because, like, for example, Ajayi, if he scored an own goal and then put us through, that would be a weird scenario. If he scored a goal to put Doncaster through, that would be a weird scenario for him. Would he even celebrate that? What if we went to a penalty shootout and he ended up taking the last penalty to see if he could put us through? Now that would be crazy as well. That would be absolutely insane. So yeah, so that's a weird one. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. So Spurs playing Doncaster. My prediction is we should win this comfortably. I'm going to go for a 3-0 victory. Let me know in the comments what you think the score's going to be, and let me know what you thought about what I spoke about today. Thank you for watching. Come on, you Spurs.